excited to be here, and I'm happy you're here too.
Okay, Elizabeth, let's talk about the experience, how you ladies came together for this festival, you and Ingrid.
Ingrid Jean-Baptiste approached me 3 years ago, right after she had a car accident, and she was completely, nearly paralyzed. And during her recovery, she thought, I need to do something with my life. I need to do something to change lives, to motivate people. And she decided to cultivate and nurture first-time filmmakers. And she came to me when she was really stable and able to walk and get out into the world. And she had formed this Chelsea Film Festival and asked me if I would be on the board of directors. And I didn't really know her, but I loved what she had to say. And I loved her premise, and I said, yes, absolutely.
And you were right in. Now, let me ask you, Elizabeth, how does it work with all these films coming in, the submissions? How do you select the best work? How does it work?
Ingrid and her team and her mother, Sonia Jean-Baptiste, there's certainly a calling, a selection committee, and then it's narrowed down to the films that the jurors will watch, and then they will decide. The first year I was on the jury. This year and last year I was not.
But like getting the films, it's a lot of submissions. I was reading this about, I don't know, like about 1,000 for a week or 2 weeks or 2 months. They have a lot of people submitting everywhere.
Yeah, the submissions for the Chelsea Film Festival 2016 they start to receive them on December 11th of this year. So
it's crazy. What about the films? Which one you like? I mean, you've seen quite a few. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to put you in the spot. But I mean, what kind of work? You're a filmmaker. You're an artist. You know what you like and you know what you don't like. What kind of work turns you on, artistically speaking?
The work that tears me open and really awakens something in me and changes me and shifts me and stirs me and disturbs me and scares me and opens my heart. It teaches me something. That's what storytelling is.
And it's challenging. I know that there's a lot of things going on. I was doing my research for this interview. There's a lot of films, there's a lot of festivals, Elizabeth, taking place everywhere. Why do you think it sets this festival apart from the rest?
I think it's kind of, while it's very elegant, there's also a grassroots feel to it. I love that Ingrid and her mother and her team, a small team, but they've reached out, and she and her mother and these amazing people who give their time, they just give and give. They don't have the luxury of an established reputation like Sundance or Tribeca, for example, or New York Film Festival. They're starting from the ground up, and they have reached out, and the response has been amazing, and I love that they're drawn to artists who work their asses off with no budget at all, and are just giving, creating, so that they can make a story that means something to them. And that's not that's other film festivals don't do that. This film festival certainly does, and picks the best of those that are submitted.
I'm very happy and thrilled. Elizabeth Kemp invited me to this wonderful event, and I'm here with these two ladies, creators of the Chelsea Film Festival. Ingrid.
Hi.
Baptiste. How do you pronounce your name?
Ingrid Jean-Baptiste.
Ingrid Jean-Baptiste. And Sonia.
Sonia Jean-Baptiste.
Jean-Baptiste, the mother. How you ladies doing?
Very well. How are you doing?
Pretty good. I'm very excited to see all the press going on and all the people, the filmmakers, and like everybody's here.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a great festival this year.
Okay, let's talk about the. I know I already checked your interviews, and it's interesting. Like everybody's asking you, how do you start it? Like when this whole concept began, right? You have the car accident, and that basically brought you to this place.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you what I asked Elizabeth Kemp. What sets this festival aside from the rest? What's the big difference between this one and the other ones out there?
Yeah. The big difference is that we're showing films from emerging directors, and it's very grassroots oriented. It's first timers, second timers, and they're all New York premieres or world premieres. But the main requirement is to be a New York premiere.
Okay, I see. How does it work with the submissions? Because I guess everybody wants to submit.
Yeah. Well, we have a long process of submission. It starts in January and then it ends in August. We have a lot of submissions coming from everywhere in the world, and they submit through Without a Box. And it's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward, yeah.
Right, but it's a little overwhelming. Is it? Obviously, it's a great feeling, but it's got to be a little bit overwhelming to see all these people, right?
Yeah, it is overwhelming. We have a good team of a selection committee that watches the film, and so far they've been happy to watch them and then directed them to me so we can do the final decisions and line up. Yeah.
Let me ask you, what the basic stuff, but I'm kind of curious. Basic stuff, what makes a great film? What makes a great story? In your opinion, what's your criteria? You know, how do you define a good film? What turns you on in terms of like, oh, that film, I like that film. I want to bring it to my festival.
To me, a great film is for the director to share a message first, to relay a message that can be universal. So in this, if I find this in a film, then I'm thinking, oh, that's interesting, because this story can affect a lot of people. It's not just a certain category. And that's what we want to do with the Chelsea Film Festival, is to relay messages. And so we can change the world that way. Yeah.
There's a lot of competition out there. There's a lot of festivals taking place everywhere. But this one is pretty special. I was asking Elizabeth Kemp, you know, because we love movies, you know, but my question is, because even when you read interviews with big-time directors and women and men, they said that basically this is a business that is dominated by men. Correct? So obviously you guys are changing that, you're making history, but how you are going to change that? How do you think that that's going to be possible? Because it's kind of rough. I mean, you see a lot of men directing, men writing, and often enough you don't see many women as much as you want.
I mean, I think the only way is for us to continue to do our work, to keep moving forward, even though it's hard, it's challenging, but the idea is really to keep moving forward and like reaching the challenge, the obstacles that we have, and like jumping over each time. That's the only way for us to grow a bigger also festival and outreach and help more women in filmmaking.
Okay. Now putting all this together, how does it work? Sonia, you tell me, it's a lot of work, right?
Yes, it's a lot of work.
Now let me ask you, let's keep it between us only. Do you ladies fight ever? No, you don't, right?
No.
You're pretty much, I mean, let's be honest. People, they want to hear the truth. You know, sometimes we want to be too, like, you know, people want to know the truth. I mean, do you ladies ever fight? You get along good, you're clear about everything? Who's right, who's wrong? Are you guys, or you learn how to share and say, you know what, mama? Whatever, you're right. Whatever it is, it is. Do you guys, how does it work?
We try to decide, to discuss together and find a good solution for the organization.
Okay. Yeah. Does it get stressful during the process?
Yes, it does. It does get stressful because there's a lot of expectations, a lot of pressure, of course, from not only coming from us, but coming from our filmmakers that are coming, and it's their New York premiere. So being a New York premiere can be stressful, and sometimes we have also world premieres this year, and this is, they're all stressful. So of course this energy is being shared with us, and everybody's getting stressed and pressured, but the stress is good. It's good to move forward. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah. Well, it's needed.
It's needed, yeah. It's needed, absolutely.
Everybody wants to say, oh, well, everybody wants to be easygoing. No, wait a second, wait a minute. Whatever takes work brings tension.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, whatever takes work and responsibility and vision, because you got a clear vision, Ingrid. I mean, what you're doing here is pretty amazing. I mean, even getting to know all these filmmakers, that's exciting, you know?
Yes, absolutely. That's the most exciting part, is actually to meet them in person when we've been communicating with them for the past 2 months, trying to get their all their materials, you know, everything we need to produce the event. So we are in touch via email, but we don't know each other. So it's interesting, you know. Then we finally meet them, and at the meet and greet with all the filmmakers this year, we had 70 filmmakers coming.
Big number.
Yeah, and it was really interesting. Yeah, and they are from all over the world.
Are you ladies excited for tonight?
Very excited, and I want to thank all of the sponsors, all the partners that have been helping out for just for our mission to be able to actually exist. And this is the 3rd year. Without them, it would have been really, really difficult. So I want to acknowledge them, especially FIT, who's our educational partner this year. They've been extremely helpful. And we launched a new program there. It's called the Real Magic Hour. Real REEL, Real Magic Hour. And we had 5 wonderful panels with professional experts from the industry. So I'd love to thank them, and UNESCO also. Yes.
UNESCO is always, the UNESCO is a big, big deal.
The cultural service of Turkey?
Absolutely, yes. Yes.
Your mother is a sweet lady. I thought you ladies were sisters. No, don't get too cocky now. Now you smile and say, oh, we look like sisters. But anyway, that's what we call, pretty much we wrap it up. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep having some fun. And it's time to have a little cut. Thank you. Let's talk about this film festival and, you know, the expectations and what's going on.
Well, you know, it's this is the 3rd year. We started out very small. It's grown a lot. And with success comes a lot of complications. So it's a lot of pretty hectic right now, but it's all good.
But it's all good. You want all kinds of attention. You want people coming in and jumping in. When I was saying to Elizabeth, how does it work in terms of like the films that come here? Like it gets overwhelming to see so many work coming from everywhere.
Yeah, different directors, different films, feature films, short films, and you know, you have the directors, you have the actors, you have the producers, you have the writers. So it's like a lot of commotion, but it's all good. You know, Ingrid Jean-Baptiste has created something that's really, really incredible, and it's going to keep on growing.
Okay, what makes, in your opinion, a great film?
A great film is, you know, the writing, the performances, and the directing. It's like anything else. If you have a great story, then you need to execute it through the acting and through the directing, because you can have great writing and ruin it with lousy acting and lousy directing. So it's a collaboration of many things.
Okay, here we are at the Chelsea Film Festival, and we're with?
Koran Streets of the movie Lakes.
Okay, man, what's going on with you? What's happening?
I'm chilling, man. Loving NYC right now. I'm really excited about the award festival and the closing film.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about your background as an actor.
Well, I've been acting since I was 7 years old. I've been in 3 on-stage plays a year. My mother runs the only African-American theater in Oakland. It's called the Lower Bottom Players. She's been running it for 15 years, and I got my start in acting doing the Film Leaks. We actually won this year, the first year. So, and I came back last year to present the awards that I won the first year. So this year I'm coming to simply support.
Okay, what about your little brother? He's taking care of it. Come here. Take it. What's your name, my friend?
My name is Stanley Hunt.
Okay, you guys are so nice and cool and dry. You got the kick, you got the walk, you got it going on.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I mean, 2 brothers in acting. That sounds a little bit like tough business to me.
Yeah, we compete all the time. You know, I actually think he's a better actor than me.
What do you think?
He's right. He's right.
Do you guys work with one another? You give each other advice?
One another, we motivate each other, feed off of each other, and we keep each other going, keep each other grounded.
Yeah, he's my biggest competition.
He's your biggest competition. Now, what makes a film a great film? And be honest as you can be. What makes a great film?
What makes a film a great film is honesty, first of all, and a message. message, something that someone can walk away from, and I think thirdly, a film that evokes emotion, no matter what emotion that is, you know? As long as you feel something after you've seen the film, I think that's a great film.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about your mother, please.
Yeah, well, my mom's is a great woman, you know. She gave me my start in acting and also his. Like I said, she runs the only African-American theater in Oakland and has been for the last 15 years. LowerBottomPlayers.com, we actually have another play coming up. We're doing August Wilson, The Century Cycle, and should be getting this on video. It's a play by August Wilson. He's an African-American playwright. No theater group ever in the world has done his plays in chronological order. We just got done doing the 9th one, and we're getting ready to do the 10th one in December. So look out for us, Lower Bottom Players.
She's a busy lady, right?
Yeah, she is. She's a hell of a woman.
When does she give you notes? When she sees the film, when she sees some work, what did she tell you?
To stay true to me as an artist, you know, and try to do films where I show my acting range. You know, I learned everything I know about acting from my mother, so I have to give it up to her always. My mother, Ayodele and Zinger. Ayodele word, slanger, and Zinger. She's the woman that made all this possible.
How do we bring more women to the equation, guys?
I think doing things like this, you know, doing things that empower women, doing things that are for women, getting them to come out and showing their talents and their strengths. You know, that's what I think. What do you think?
Being more open and saying exactly that. We want to bring women to the table with this particular project or this event and making it happen. Not talking about it, being about it.
Keep it open because
Women want to be there.
no, the women, we're here. What do you mean want to be there? We're here.
Yeah, you definitely are here.
Right? It's about, you know, enforcing, embracing your power.
Like I said, you know, and I think that's kind of also for the women, you know, to keep breaking down the standards of sexism and such, you know, to keep setting standards for women, you know, to just keep pushing the envelope, you know, for women rights and women equality. I think that's what it is.
That's my woman. This is. We were talking about you. This is.
Yes, we're just talking about you.
Everybody loves you. Everybody loves Elizabeth Kim.
But this Licks is a movie that I hope everybody gets to see, and the story behind it is amazing. The story of it is amazing, and every bit of heart and soul that went into it, I just salute and bow to. It is really a story about real life and hard knocks life and true to life, and people need to know, people need to love, people need to learn from it.
I'm extremely humbled by that, and I'm going to share this on film for the first time. Licks will officially be out on DVD everywhere you can see and buy a movie December 1st. This is an exclusive. Licks will be out on DVD December 1st. Everywhere you can see and buy a DVD.
That's so cool. I seen that kid with that thing. That's a ginger ale, right? It's not a beer.
It better be a ginger ale.
I thought it was a beer. I said, wait a second. What's going on here? But it's so good, guys. Thank you for making the time.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, and we're gonna embrace woman. Come on, we have to work together.
Yes, always.
It's
Chelsea
not.
Film Festival 2015. Thanks for having me, and signing out, Crown Streets.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So my name is Sophie Artus. I'm the filmmaker of the closing movie Emek, Valley in English.
Okay.
And it's in Hebrew. It's a film in Hebrew. It's an Israeli movie. I'm an Israeli director.
It's powerful. So let's talk about the whole experience. Let's go back a little bit to the beginning. Your beginning as a director, as a creator.
Yeah.
Let me know if you know, you're following, right? Yeah.
Yeah. You know, the movie was inspiring by my own experience as a teacher. I was a teacher in Israel in a hard high school, and you know, I just took inspiration from the students that I met.
Why during high school? For how long you were a teacher?
For a few years. And then when I decided to make my first feature film, this is my first feature film. So, you know, I just write from what I know the best, you know, and it was about, and I think also it's an important subject, which is teens violence, teenager violence.
Right, which is happening. This is something that is happening everywhere,
yeah.
Right? There's a lot of, it's very sad to see how people that don't seem to get along. And even when you go to a school, to a high school, you see what's happening, you know, with teenagers and teachers, the bullying in schools, you know, even children wanting to commit a suicide is something that is extremely powerful. It's a powerful statement. How your movie makes a statement?
You know, I don't give any answers about, you know, what to do. But, you know, the film can show and can talk about the situation that the teenager, the parents, the teacher, the politician should talk about this problem and how we can think about to improve, you know, the situation. It's not everywhere the same, of course, you know. It's a specific, in some place, you know, that the field are far away, you know, from the center, so they feel like peripheric, in a peripheric area, and people, you know, they feel that we don't care so much about them or not enough, and so, I mean, that's a statement, you know, just to see any story. It's a very fiction film, you know, it's with narrative, it's not like documentary way, or no, it's yeah. So I think it's good for you know, young people, parents, to see the movie and then to talk about, you know, what we can do for improving.
Do you get tempted when you're filming, when you're putting all this footage, when you're getting all these takes, and then you go to the editing room, to the cutting room? It's the toughest thing. Like Woody Allen says that it's 3 movies: the one that you have in your head, the one that you write, the one that you shoot, and then the one that you cut.
It's always each stage, you know, have an input in the final result. But I like very much to edit. The editing stage is, you know, more. It's stressful, but not like to be on the set, you know, with 40 people working for you, the actors, the set, everything. So, you know, I take that, and I've got a very good editor. His name is Boaz Leon.
Where is he from? Is he French?
Israel. No, Israel. Yeah, all my film is in Israel with all Israeli people. And, you know, I used to tell him, you know, you're my psychiater, you know, my doctor.
Psychiatrist.
So I was sitting, first I was sitting, talking, and then we were walking, you know, it's part of the work in the editing, you know, you have to understand what you did and how the best way to, you know, to finish it.
Well, let me ask you, do you get obsessed with the result?
No.
Or you... Right, you don't seem like you get it.
No, and I will tell you something very strange, that the movie were, you know, run in a lot of festivals and won awards, and so I used to come, you know, in the beginning of the screen. I saw the movie, of course, you know, 10,000 times. You know, I work on it, and each time when I'm going back for the Q&A in the end, I always go like 15 minutes before the end of the movie. And when I look you know, the last shot and everything, you know, I feel like still, you know, it's touching me. So I think it's great. It's a very good feeling that, you know, I like my movie.
Is it scary to cut your first film? Obviously, you want to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Right? What was the most difficult thing about it?
You know, the most difficult, in fact, it was not for me the most difficult, but, you know, to raise the money for a movie can take a lot of time.
And a lot of energy.
Yeah, and this is a part that I don't enjoy, especially because, you know, I'm ready to work, I want to make the cast, I want to do everything, but we have to wait, you know, till all the money gets in the project. And this is, for me, it was the hard party. And then, you know, when you are walking, so you are in the middle, inside, and it's full of, you know, energy and actions and everything. So, but to wait was the harder thing for me. To wait, you know, to start, to wait, you know.
And let me ask a final question. The white page, how do you face a white page? When things come to your head, after you take a shower, after you just have your day and just say, I have a great idea, I'm gonna write this down.
No, it's not working like that. I'm writing I try to write every day. So it's it's something like I used to do, and the morning I don't take a picture, I don't take a shower, so I'm going straight on with my coffee on the computer, and you have to sit down for hours, and then the first day, second day, Thursday they are difficult, but then when you start to write, you are on it's like a voyage, you take a train and you go in, and
It's a journey.
yeah, it's your journey. So it's difficult to be alone. That's difficulty to write alone. It's quite hard because you are your own boss, and it's easy sometimes just to stop, to go outside to do something else. But I like it. I like it.
And let me ask you finally, the experience with the Chelsea Film Festival, what it means to be embraced here in this festival. What does it mean to you?
It is my first screening in States, and it's very impressive. I'm very happy. First, it's a screening in New York and in Chelsea. I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy to be here, really. And I want to thank that Ingrid and Sonia. They're so warm, so nice, and I feel good. I just feel good,
Yeah, this is a very selective group of people. There's a lot of filmmakers and creators who bring their work together. They bring it here, and this is a very special platform. It's meaningful. It takes a lot of time to put all this together. It's a lot of people working together with one vision, and your film is part of it. So thank you.
Thank you to you. Thank you.
It's been pretty much going on. There's a lot of people doing saying and expressing themselves, their dreams, their craft, their journey, and this is it's interesting. This is a place that we need to fight. We need to fight. We need to fight to let more women in the business. We need to fight to have more actors from different backgrounds. We need to mix it up, man. We need to have more passion to it. We need to be more supportive to one another. It's quite a mix over here. It's quite a mix. I like it. It's very, very nice.